Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live in the chat, and thank you those of you that are watching the replay. Are you guys ready for this full moon in Taurus that is happening tomorrow on Halloween, as well as the beginning of the Celtic year, which is Samhain? Oh my God, it's going to be so wild. I took notes. I've got my notes. We're going to go over all of this stuff of the astrology for this moon. What does it mean for us? How we can access the energies. And don't let me forget, I'm going to make a note to myself right now to tell you what house it is happening in your chart. So remind me, you guys, before we end the broadcast to go through the houses, okay? Let's see who is in the chat right now. We've got Rebecca, welcome in. We've got Shannon. We've got Jessica. Hello, Christina G. How's it going? Jill's here. Shauna is here. Thank you, guys. Wendy is here. Veronica is here. Good evening. Yes, this is going to be one of you guys, we've been having, did you, Jill? Oh my God. Tell us all about it. Tell us how you feel. But we've already had like so many intense astrological aspects this year and transits this year that every time we get to a new full or new moon, I'm like, this is the most powerful one of the year. And like they each get more intense. Like these things keep getting crazier and crazier. Hello, Zachary. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Ellie and Dewey. So this is wild, you guys, and it's just not gonna ease up. We're just kind of heading straight. It's almost like we're on this spaceship and we're just kind of like, whoo, we're going out there because this moon is conjunct the planet Uranus, and that is like the most important aspect here. We're gonna talk about the fixed stars too. Hello, Valerie, and what that means, and also the Uranus makes it a wild moon. Before we go into the astrology, I do want to let you guys know that my new book, A Circle of Stars, is now available for purchase. This book has all of the information for all of the Celtic holidays and festivals of the year, as well as all the full moon and new moon astrology. Ooh, that's the astrology introduction. Let me find a cool picture of me. So we've got rituals as well for every new and full moon, and descriptions for every single one of the Celtic holidays, the festivals, and what they mean, and also where all the new and the full moons are happening in your chart. This covers an entire year of information, you guys, astrological information, which took me and my friend Tara Wild months to create, but it is finally here and we are so excited. This is like a little baby that's launching. It is now available for sale. I know this is a wild moon to be like announcing this, but it's just so freaking perfect how it's all aligning. So there's a link in the description if you want to go ahead and purchase your copy of the book. It is a limited print edition. So on November 6th, we will take it off the shelves. And so you can only purchase it between now and November 6th. So if you want to get the printed copy, make sure you do that. We also have a ebook version, an interactive ebook version, where you can navigate through the chapters of the book and go to the different sections, go to the different months, and look at what's happening that month in the astrology and in the Celtic festivals. And you also have an opportunity when you do download that interactive ebook, if you prefer to just download the PDF file of the book, so you can kind of just scroll through the pages. I recently added that in. So those of you guys that have gotten the ebook and would like to download that file, you can now do that. There's one section in there that I added for that. So I think Kindle, somebody was talking about Kindle. I don't know who it was at our 3-day event that we just had. They were wondering if they could get the PDF version so they can look at it on their Kindle. Well, now I've actually added that. So thank you so much. This is an amazing and powerful thing, and so excited that it's finally here. The website for that, if you want to go check it out, is acircleofstars.com. So let me see what's going on in the chat. Jill says she got her book. It is beautiful. I just barely had a chance to go through the first few pages. Yeah, it's a 234 page book. I mean, it's like legit. Happy New Year. Oh, I love that, Zachary. Yeah, Jai, we're watching live on the big screen. Ooh, nice. Hello, everyone. And Mitzi is here as well. Hello, welcome in. Veronica says, I downloaded the ebook already, waiting for the print copy to arrive. It's amazing. Awesome. I love that, Veronica. Thank you so much, Ellie. She says, congratulations. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon changed her name. Her YouTube channel is now called Stories from the Lion's Mane. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's going to be uploading some awesome content soon. And she has just put the link to order the book there. Valerie says, I bought the ebook. It's wonderful. I love that. Oh my God. Watching with the kids, Jared and Savannah. That's so awesome. That's so cute. Okay, so let us, aloha, Deepa, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this moon. So I am going to, let's see, let me go ahead and just share the screen right now. Let me get that set up while I am talking. So we can look at the chart and talk about it. And also, I want to say a thank you to everyone that purchased a reading from me for the month of October. I am going to be running a few more sales, and I'm going to be doing a couple of giveaways in the coming couple of months. Of course, we've got the Thanksgiving and that the Black Friday and the Monday, what is it called? Cyber Monday. So I will be putting stuff out for that, special offers for that, for readings. But thank you so much. I literally booked out the entire month of October, and I've had a reading every single day, 1 or 2 readings every day for the entire month. So I've been like working my butt off right now. But it feels amazing and my life feels so abundant. And I just want to thank you guys so much, because none of this would be possible without you guys. The moon is huge here tonight. Ellie, that's amazing. So Ellie and Dewey are in Sedona, Arizona. Make sure to take a lot of pictures and share them in the Channel for Grace Facebook group. If you guys did want to join that group, we do have a Facebook group. It's open to the public. So anybody that wants to connect to the Channel for Grace community can do that. There's a link in the description as well. And I also offer, I don't know if you guys knew, but I do offer a free moon astrology guide that tells you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And that is in the description as well. All the stuff that I offer. I do teach astrology too. I just want to mention it because I know there's a lot of new people that have been joining the channel and subscribing. So if you're interested in learning astrology, check out my online courses on my website, channelforgrace.guru. Hello, Boobarth. Mitzi says, I loved my reading. It was so accurate and helpful as I move forward. Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Let's flip the screen. So you guys should be able to see the chart of this full moon, as well as hear me talking now. So the first thing that I did want to mention, and which is the most epic thing about this full moon, is that it is at 8 degrees of Taurus, which means it is exalted. And that means that the moon feels like it's on vacation. Like the moon feels so good when it's in Taurus. It wants to feel comfortable. It wants to feel safe. It wants to feel stable. It wants to feel good. It wants to manifest things. It wants to bring abundance in. This is the realm of money and values, and also our own, how we value ourselves too. The powerful thing that's happening with this moon is that it is conjunct the planet Uranus. And the planet Uranus is like, I'm going to shake things up. I'm going to revolutionize your world. I'm going to send a shockwave through this MF. I know kids are watching, so they're probably like, that's funny. Now I'm making myself laugh. So, but basically Uranus is like, we're going to blast this out of here. We're going to blast on out of here. Uranus, remember, is the sign of, is the planet that rules Aquarius. And Aquarius literally rules like aliens and space and the realm of the heavens. So Uranus is the god of the heavens. This is like the higher mind. This is our Kundalini energy. And you know what happens if anybody has gone through let me know in the chat if you've gone through okay, Wendy, if you've gone through this what we call the Uranus opposition. I actually did an episode on this with my friend, and we talked about what happens during the Uranus opposition. The episode is on my podcast, which is Channel for Grace Uncut Podcast, and it is basically one of the most intense life cycles that you can go through in your life. Uranus just activates your Kundalini. So that's that sexual energy that rises up. That's the chakras. That's like the life force energy that starts at the root chakra and raises all the way up to the spine. It's an awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. The channel of our spine, right? The synovial fluid, that is like an awakening center. And that's why a lot of teachers and of yoga and breath work, they will work with the breath, because the breath is a connection to that synovial fluid. Like when you do certain types of breathing, you're activating that energy, that channel, and it's literally opening up. Yeah, right. Wendy says, yep. It's opening up, and it's like, it literally asks you to like wake up. Like it literally shakes you into awakening. And so what is this awakening that is happening with this moon? If we think about the fact that the moon is in the sign of Taurus, what's awakening is we are going to awaken in us. This moon is going to awaken in us a new desire, or a desire to feel good, a desire to find more stability in our lives, a desire to be connected to our own divinity, to access the higher mind, to access the higher dimensions, and to allow, the information to come through. Remember too, the other thing that's crazy about this moon is that it is happening exactly on the day of Halloween. So like full moon on Halloween is already like, what? Then it's a blue moon, which means it's a second new moon in October. And then the third thing is Samhain, which is the beginning of the Celtic year. The beginning of the Celtic calendar. This is the time exactly in between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. And I can tell you right now that right now is a time where the veil is thin, where we can sort of walk in between worlds. We're already sensitive right now, okay? We're already sensitive. And Uranus is just going to blast it out of the water. Like, if you thought this was it, you know what I'm saying? So like, we're going to feel this energy. Like, I already feel it. Cause like when I'm tapping into the energy of the moon, I'm already like, I feel like electric. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I'm like, like it's crazy. And it makes sense because I'm Gemini and I have a lot of Gemini energy and I am a messenger. Mercury is the messenger. But the message that's coming is it's from the third air sign, which is ruled by Uranus, which is Aquarius. And remember, we're entering into the Aquarian age this December. Not just this December, but this winter solstice. There's so many things. Oh my God, 2020. Like 2020 has its own hashtag. Like the moon, the eclipse that we had in June for the summer solstice. Let me tell you how much the Celtic wheel is just being like blasted and activated. These powerful moments in time where the sun and the moon and the earth are doing these powerful alignments. We're getting blasted with energy from the astrology. The eclipse, the new moon solar eclipse that we had on the summer solstice blasted us out of the water, right? That was like after that eclipse, the moons did this like flip thing where like, because it was at 0 degrees of Cancer, all of a sudden there was a second new moon in Cancer. And it was like, what? And then from then on, we're like seeing, like usually the sun moves into a sign and then we have a new moon in that sign. And then 2 weeks later, we have a full moon in the opposite sign that the sun is in. Usually it's like the sun moves into the sign. Then we have the new moon in that sign. And then 2 weeks later, the opposite full moon. But what we're seeing right now is we're seeing the full moon arrive before that new moon. And so all the new moons are like at the last degrees. It's crazy. And all the full moons are at the earlier degrees. It's a wild thing. It's like ass backwards. Like it's like upside down. And that to me tells me that we're in a different timeline. Like the timeline is changing. It's another dimension. We hear people talk about we're switching dimensions, and we're moving into the fifth dimension, and like that's literally what's happening. Like it's like a shift, man. It's like this intense shift, and this moon is like, so get ready because there is some crazy stuff that is going to like come up. When we're going to get shocked. Like this is a shock wave we're going to feel it go through our system, and it's an awakening. And so you got to welcome in the awakening. How can you welcome in this awakening? You can't, if you get like shocked, right? What it does, it's like this kind of shock, this kind of electric Kundalini awakening energy, it rises up, right? It goes from the root to the crown, like from the root chakra to the higher centers, to the chakras even out above the body, outside the body, and it lifts us up, like it like brings you or your awareness to the higher mind. And so what you need to do, right? So you don't go out of your mind, because we kind of will be out of our minds, but I'm kidding. Don't be scared. But when you go up, right, you need that grounding energy. And so we have that here. There's a dynamic here because this moon is literally at 8 degrees of Taurus, and Taurus is the earth. Taurus is ruled by the earth, and it's ruled by Venus. So this moon is both ruled by the earth and Venus. So the earth, right? Uranus is awakening the entire planet. That's what's up. The entire planet is getting blasted. And it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Like expect people, this awakens the desire for freedom. Like, let me go, let me be. I want to live my life. I want to do things my way. I'm not going to follow the rules anymore. Like, this is what I deserve, freedom and independence. And I deserve to feel my divinity and to anchor the light. Like, all of these things are like being awakened right now in all of us. And so you can imagine, that if people are not able to deal with that, if they don't have like the awareness or the knowledge to like find some kind of grounding while we're being, where we're going through this like awakening, then they're going to have a really hard time with like, there's going to be a lot of nervous energy, nervous tension, like all those things are going to be awakened with this moon. And the other things that are going on, I mean, that in a nutshell is like what you can expect, but this is not obviously the only thing that's happening with this moon. We also have, for example, we've got an opposition from Venus, which interestingly enough, Venus is the goddess too, okay? So Mother Earth and the goddess, that Taurus energy are ruling this moon. So, right, the Earth is awakening and Uranus is like blasting it. And then the ruling planet of this moon is actually in its ruling sign of Libra. So this like relationships, right? Relationships, grounding, and then relationships. Like that's the theme. It just keeps coming up. Venus has been going through some really crazy transits this year. This summer, she went through her retrograde in Gemini. She conjuncted the sun. She was the closest to Earth. She had her, what we call her inferior conjunction, and that's a transformation. So that was like, and then the comet flew by. There's so much. Oh my God, I can't even handle this, right? Like, remember Comet Neowise? It was like a bright white color. And when you look at the colors of the comets, like if it was a red comet, it would have been like war, but it was a bright white comet, which means prosperity, like the light is coming and awakening, right? And right between that, the comet went, you know what I mean? And it was like, whoa. So relationships are so important. And look at this. There's an exact opposition to Chiron. And remember, Chiron is the wounded healer. I have been taking this beautiful class called Beyond the Planets with my friend Erica. She doesn't know she's my friend yet. I'm just kidding. But she's an amazing person. She's a goddess herself, and she's an amazing astrology teacher. And she calls Uranus the golden healer. And I love that. And I think I'm going to adopt that from her because he's the sacred warrior. In Aries, he represents the sacred warrior. So we are healing with this opposition. We're healing, like that those sacred relationships. We're releasing, we're finding our path when it comes to those sacred relationships. And we're finding the ones that work and letting go of the ones that no longer work. The other thing that's happening during this moon is we are having Mars is still retrograde, and so is Mercury. Mercury is going to go direct on Tuesday on the 3rd. And yes, that's the day of the election. Good luck, everyone. But Mercury is going retrograde on Tuesday. Mars going direct. Mercury will go direct on November 3rd. Mars is going direct November 14th. But at this point, they're still retrograde. So they're still in their reflective phase. Once they go direct, though, I mean, the energy is going to shift once again. We also have Jupiter and Pluto. They're getting closer to conjuncting, and they're going to conjunct at 22 degrees. So Jupiter is going to go to 21 and then 22. And when it gets to 22, that's going to be boom, conjunction. So that's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks, in November, basically, in the next few weeks. But definitely in November, it's happening. It's the 3rd conjunction. And this is pretty intense energies. I think there's going to be a lot of look for changes in like the economy, like money and things like that. I think there's something brewing there. But also this is like Jupiter strengthens Pluto's powers to continue to destroy the old structures, to bring the tower down so that we can actually create a new world, because that's what's happening. Uranus is a new world. In Taurus, it's literally the embodiment of a new world. You create a new one, it's the material. You create a new world. And that's what Uranus has been asking us to do. And he's going to be in Taurus for the next 6 years. So this is the Taurus Uranus transit, building a new world. That's the theme. And so that's basically like all the other transits and stuff that are affecting this moon. And there are a couple of fixed stars that this moon is aligned with. And I wanted to talk about the Sabian symbols because I think you guys like that as well. So let me actually switch back over here and let me see, which one do I want to talk about first? Let's do the Sabian symbol. So the moon, remember, 8 degrees of Taurus, each degree of the zodiac, so 360 degrees, has a symbol. The same thing with the Chandra symbols. There are Chandra symbols as well, and these are different. So we're gonna look at the Sabian symbol. So what the Sabian symbols do is they bring more meaning into the picture. Like they bring more meaning to the moon. I love looking at the Sabian symbols, the Chandra symbols, and then the fixed stars, because the fixed stars add the mythology, the stories of like, what's intertwining within all of this. Mercury goes retrograde on the 3rd, whatever day that is, next week, Tuesday, I think. So 8 degrees of Taurus. 8 degrees of Taurus. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for sharing it out. If you have friends that might be interested, thank you for subscribing and hitting the notification bell as well, and for supporting me in this way, in these powerful times. So here's the Sabian symbol for 8 degrees of Taurus. A Christmas party at an orphanage. In front of the brilliant Christmas tree, a beautiful volunteer strums her guitar and enchants the children with songs of love, hope, and magic. This is about emotional generosity. This is about gifts of the Spirit, giving people gifts of the Spirit. What did we just say about the moon? This is about drawing people into one's mythic universe and getting them to believe in the possibility of magic. What? This is about communicating one's thoughts and emotions on the level of vibrations, Uranus, rather than words. Are you kidding me? Highly musical, also somewhat psychic. This is about serving as a sounding board for others by giving honest, heartfelt feedback. This is about knowing what people need to hear, whether it is optimistic and kind or harshly realistic. This is about personal charisma that allows one to confidently attract other people. Sexual self-confidence. Relationships. What? This is about the integration of the mind and the body through the medium of the emotional body. That reminds me, there's a saying that we start in our heads, right? The ego, and the ego has to drop into the heart. And that's why we have those crazy like life transitions. The ego drops into the heart. And then it feels and it becomes compassionate or understands and becomes empathic. But then it doesn't stay there. Then it comes back to the mind. And so the mind now works with that compassion. And that's what I feel here. It's the integration of the mind and the body through the emotional body. It's about materializing an imaginative vision in some artistic medium versus helping others to materialize their own dreams. Materialize, Taurus, Uranus and Taurus. This is about gratitude for life's overflowing abundance. That's just one of the Sabian symbols. Let's look at the Chandra symbol for this moon. So 8 degrees of Taurus, Chandra symbol. This one's kind of intense. So what we're seeing with these also is like going from the two extremes. Because remember, on a full moon, the sun and the moon are opposing each other. There's two extremes. It's almost like which way are you going to get pulled? But the goal is to find that balance right in the middle. So, Chandra symbol for 8 degrees of Taurus. This is crazy. Okay. Tell me if this doesn't reflect the times. A talkative woman with tape over her mouth. The creative force at odds with itself. What you would do, you would not do. Facing the truth that everything personally generated fails to satisfy. Spirit is ached for in its absence. Something missing. Massive pride screeching to a halt. A very high vibration. Inward places calling you. But the abyss features radical self-overcoming. And there is nothing to say. Everything to do, with nobody left to do it, except the forgotten one inside who knows the way. Can't make this shit up. Like, you just can't. Let's see, which other one do we want to share? Let's do the fixed stars. Fixed stars. 8 degrees of Taurus. Yeah, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. The moon and Uranus are conjunct, right? Mic drop? Yeah. I'm not even going to explain that one. Moon and Uranus are conjunct to the fixed star Hamal, which is in the Ram constellation, so the Aries constellation, which brings in that Mars energy. Remember, Mars is retrograde. The Hamal is the star that is, High Warrior of Light, the southern ram's horn. The horn, one of the horns, but the southern one. And we're going to read about what this fixed star means, what this constellation means. So let me find the Ram. Yeah, this stuff is phenomenal. All right. The Ram. This is the ultimate solar animal, a symbol of the spirit. And quite appropriately, in the myth, it is a ram who saves brother and sister, Phrixus and Helle, from their bad stepmother, Ino, a symbol of material bonds. On the back of the ram, Phrixus and Helle fly up to the heavens, but Helle does not attain the goal. She looks down and falls into the sea. The Hellespont is Greek for the Sea of Helle. Brother and sister represent two parts of the soul. The feminine sister part, always more earthbound, does not succeed in the spiritual flight. The brother part, without his earthly side, does, precisely because he got rid of this side. It is an instruction like all myth. You have no use for this part of the soul if you are on a flight on the back of the ram, because it drags you back down. This is the ego. This is talking about the ego, the connections to the addictions, the relationships that don't serve us, the habits and things that we just keep doing over and over that tie us down. This moon is about releasing, cutting the cords, untying yourself. Fly up on the back of the ram and get up to the heavens. The story goes on, and Phrixus arrives at his destination, sacrifices the ram, and finds his peace. He gives the ram's hide to King Aetes, a son of the sun god Helios, underlining the theme of returning to the source, from which a sacrifice is necessary. This could also be translated more concretely as knowing when to stop. Even if a battle is tough, you don't need your weapons anymore when it is over. On a higher level, it shows a kind of economy of the spirit. You will receive tools and insights for life from the gods, but you must return these to the source, as they were only granted you for a while to use effectively. The ram's hide kept by King Aetes is also the golden fleece, the aim of Argonaut's quest. It is a symbol of the divine released on earth. Hamal and Sharatan are the southern and northern ram's horns, respectively. The north is always the better side of mercy, while the south is the harsher side of justice. But both stars have a Saturn-Mars nature, and neither, too, is very pleasant. The whole idea is not to fall into the Hellespont, but to succeed in sacrificing the fiery ram power at the right moment. This points to resolute, fiery action without allowing yourself to be distracted by overly earthly considerations, Helle's fall. But it also highlights the danger of going on too long and too fiercely, and this may be the main thing here. Remember that these are the ram's horns, and this impulsive storm power clearly indicates the effect on life and how to interpret the stars, as well as the necessity of controlling this wild energy and using it purposefully. The symbol for the zodiacal sign of the ram shows this fresh, fiery impulse clearly. The original line of unity is split from the first time into the two lines indicating horns. The abundance of solar fire in Aries can be seen in the exaltation of the sun in this sign, Exaltation always points to exaggeration. The ram's hide or the golden fleece is kept appropriately by King Aetes in a cave dedicated to Mars, and it is in the house of Mars that the sun is exalted. The golden fleece is hung on a tree, and the story of the ram can be associated with that of the lamb, who also leads human souls out of material bounds and back to the source. Got it? Got it. That's it. Okay. I think I'm done channeling now. It's like massive channeling right there. I'm like getting giddy and turning red. Do you see this? Wow. 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 Dude. Jai Ma. Exactly. Oh, that's all? Interesting. Wow. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to tell you guys where this is happening in your chart now. Just give me a second. Okay. I'm glad the books had the words for me, because I don't even know if I could put it that good. What's happening right now with the world? Preach, sister. You're welcome. Okay. Are you guys ready to know where this is? Where is this happening in my chart? Oh my God. All right. Aries, you got to tell me in the chat if you're in Aries, sun, moon, or rising. This is happening in your second house of finances, values, how you see yourself, but the security that you feel within yourself. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. This is happening in your first house. This is you, baby. This is you. This moon is like, this is your identity that's getting this like blast. So remember, Uranus is like shocking. It's a shock wave. It's a lightning. Think of it as a lightning bolt that goes and does that into this area of your life. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. This is your 12th house. Like Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Good. 12th house. I'm just going to pray for you guys. This includes me. But 12th house, spirituality, the divine, the divinity, your connection to God, source, energy, the universe, everything, blast off. You ready? Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. 11th house of friends and sharing your gifts with the world, being out there. Uranus is going to be in his home house here in your chart. He's going to be right there like shaking it up. Organizations, humanitarian, like ideas are going to be awakening in you. Get ready. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. This is happening in your 10th house of career. So it's like shaking up, shockwave, like electrifying this energy of career and how you show up in the world and what you're known for and what you're recognized for. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. This is your 9th house. So just like Gemini's, Virgo, 9th house, spiritual integration, higher knowledge, like you're going to wisdom, Wisdom is going to come through. You better be ready to write that ish down. Virgo. Libra. Sun, moon, and rising. This is in your 8th house. Death, change, transformation, and rebirth. What have you not let go of? Let it go now. That's all I got to say. Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. This is your 7th house of relationships. Whoa. Your relationships are going to get electrified. Your relationships are going to go through, like, everybody's going to get the shock. And then then the game starts. Then it's like, what do we do from here? How are we gonna deal with this? Who's gonna do what? You know? It's like, let the games begin. I'm just kidding, but not really. But your relationships are going to get this electric energy. Like, something is gonna change. Something unpredictable is gonna happen. Get ready. Like, find your own stability, but at the same time, get ready for that, like, awakening. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. This is your 6th house of work, being in the present moment, daily life, daily schedule, being of service, pets. Let's not include the pets in there. I'm just kidding. But it is the house of pets too. But this is like going to electrify. So, like, you may all of a sudden be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to do something else. I need something fresh. I need to be free. I need to let go. Remember, this is freedom and liberation. So you're desiring freedom and liberation in the area of your life that I just told you. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. This is your 5th house. Like, woo, baby, get ready. Get ready. 5th house, creativity, sexuality, romance. I think I just channeled the peace dealer right there. But basically, I mean, this is like, whoo, baby. Are you ready? Some electric energy is going to go down right there. The Kundalini. But you're going to want freedom, liberation. Like, I want to express myself. I want to get creative. All right, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. This is your 4th house of the home. What's going to be going on right there? 4th house of the home is going to get blasted. What's going on at home right now? Like, do you have like a place to feel comfortable? Do you have a place to, like, ground yourself? Things at home are going to get, like, they're going to get a little wild and crazy. Where are you seeking freedom? Where are you seeking liberation, in regards to home and family? And Pisces, sun, moon, and rising. 3rd house of communication. Pisces. Pisces, you better get a book right now. You better open it up and just, like, leave it there with the pen, because you're going to get some downloads and you're going to want to write this down. You're going to want to write them down. That's the message. That's the messenger. Like, your mind, your communication. Like, I feel like you are going to, like, be like, you're going to be the one that doesn't stop talking, because you got so much coming through. And it's your higher mind awakening. All right, you guys. That's it right there. We did it. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching this video. watching my crazy self. Remember too, wherever I told you that it's happening, Taurus is grounding, right? And Uranus is like lifting, rising. So we're grounding and rising at the same time. We're finding that there's a connection, like the earth and the heavens, right? Embody heaven on earth. This whole, oh my God, my mind just blasted. This whole event that my friend Tara Wild and I just had to launch our book, A Circle of Stars, was literally all about learning to embody heaven on earth. I just realized we didn't even do this, like we didn't even plan that, okay? We didn't plan that. That's how it came out. This moon is literally about embodying heaven on earth. Wow. Holy moly. I just blew my own mind. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. There's a couple of things. One, you're welcome, Alexa. We're going to do the full moon ceremony. We're going to gather. This ceremony is like Halloween, full moon in Taurus, conjunct Uranus, and Samhain. So we're gonna do it. How do I get that book? I tried signing up, but it didn't work. So there's a link in the description of this video, but the website is, can one of the moderators put it in the chat? It's acircleofstars.com. That's how you can get your book, Amanda. Thank you for asking. Great question. Yes, right, Deepa? Like if you just went through our Woman of Earth, Moon, and Stars, like you're ready. You're ready for this. This is like ceremonial weekend. You don't want to miss the ceremony. The other thing that's happening, thank you, Shannon. If you happen to have come over from K Moon's channel, I did do a giveaway for her channel, and I'm going to announce the winners tomorrow. I'm giving away 2 books. So there's 2 people that are going to win 1 book each. Tomorrow, before we do the ceremony, I'm going to announce the winners. I'm going to send out a reminder email because I know not everybody's going to be watching this, but I'll send out a reminder email tomorrow if you did sign up for that K-Moon giveaway to invite you to come to watch the ceremony and find out if you won. What a fun day to do a giveaway. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, I'm complete. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything that you do to support this channel, from subscribing to hitting the notification bell, to giving my videos thumbs up, to sharing my videos out on social media, to sharing them to your friends, to signing up for my courses or my podcasts. Like anything that you do really supports me, and energetically you're giving back. And so there's this beautiful like give and take that's happening here. And I love it. And that's exactly what the world needs right now. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to see you tomorrow at the full moon ceremony here, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's do the damn thing.